my channel. Today I'm doing a drugstore, or you know, if you live in the UK, high street, Boots, Superdrug, all that kind of jazz, makeup look for an Indian outfit if you're wearing pink and silver or pink and gold. I just thought it'd be a nice smoky eye that you could pair with that if you wanted to incorporate a little bit more pink into your eye look. It's not quite a monochromatic look, as you can tell, because it's still got, like, you can tell the eyelids aren't that pink, but there are definitely elements of pink in it, so you can kind of add more pink or remove more pink depending on, you know, how deep the pink goes in your outfit, because this is quite a dark pink stone, and if anyone's worn or seen Indian outfits, you know there are thousands of different shades of pink. So I sort of did this to kind of help neutralize the effort of trying to find the exact pink for your dress or outfit. I also put a little bit of glitter on my under eyes as well in gold. Again, you can swap that out for silver, whatever color you want. I just thought it'd be nice to incorporate a little bit of glitter on the eye. This is an evening look. If you guys want to see something a little bit more daytime appropriate for a wedding, maybe you're going to the temple, or maybe you're even going to a church, whatever it is, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll film that for you. So I'm going to stop rambling now. The hair is not great, I know, but I'm not a hair artist. It's not my thing. If you want to see how I got this look, just stay tuned.
So I'm starting off with the MUA Luxe Brighten Lighten Eye Primer, and I'm just popping that on with the doe foot applicator that it comes with and just rubbing that in using my finger. And then I'm just setting that with the Bourjois Healthy Balance Matte Powder in Vanilla. I always do this step no matter what primer I use beforehand. I just adore this powder. Then I'm taking the e.l.f. Mad for Matte palette in, I think it's number 2. So Mad for Matte 2, and I'm just taking that warm orangey shade. This is just the background colour, and I'm just laying that in my crease. Not very neatly, just a little bit messy, just as my background shade. And I'm just building up that colour because it's not as intense as I would have liked. And then I'm adding the 2 brownie khaki? No, it's more like a baby puke colour. I'm just mixing those 2 colours together and doing the exact same thing, just using window shield, whatever, window wiper motions, and just popping that in my crease and my outer corner. Now, to introduce a little bit of pink into the look, which you can't really tell after you've added the black, but I like it because it's there in the background. I'm just adding a little bit of the Bella Eyes by Milani in the shade, what shade is this? Bella Rouge. And I'm just laying that straight on top of the light orange shade that I laid down first, but I'm not going above it, so that you can still see that in the background. And I'm just building up the intensity and laying that colour right on top. Then I'm taking the Kiko, I forget what this is called actually, I'll leave it in the description bar below, but this is a Kiko crayon. Oh, it's in 104, and I'm just using it as a base for the shadow and glitter I'm going to lay down straight on top of it. Then I'm just taking one of the darker shades in the e.l.f. palette and just sketching out the crease to give it a sort of a cut crease look. And then I'm just blending that out again with another shade of orange. This palette has a lot of oranges and you need to do a lot of blending, but it is a good palette, I will say that. Then I'm just dabbing on the black shade, and I'm dabbing because sometimes black can get too pigmented and it can get messy real quick. So I'm just adding that in the outer corner because I don't really want it to feather out into the inner corner too much. And then I'm just pressing and then blending at the same time. So dab and then blend, and just blend that upwards. Try not to go past the first few shades you laid down before as well, because you still want to see that. Then I'm patting on the e.l.f. glitter primer all over my eyelid because I'm prepping it for this Dazzle shadow by Barry M. It's a super glittery, got a lot of fallout eyeshadow, but it is really sparkly and really, really nice. And I'm just patting that on with a flat shader brush. And again, it's not quite a cut crease, but I'm trying to keep it a little bit more precise. Then I'm just mixing the black and the brown in the same palette and using a skinnier brush just to feather it into my crease a little bit more and just do a little bit more blending because it's quite a dramatic look and I want it to be really, really blended. And I'm using a skinnier brush because it will still stay below the orange. Then I'm taking the L'Oreal Infallible Gel Waterline Liner and just tightlining and lining my waterline. And then I'm taking the, I was about to say Makeup Revolution. Oh no, it is Makeup Revolution. The Makeup Revolution foiled eyeshadow in Rose Gold. And I'm just popping that in my inner corners for a bit of extra high shine. And I'm taking the NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade and the L'Oreal Brow Artist to do my eyebrows. The NYX pomade is in the shade Black. It's actually not as pigmented as it sounds, which is why I had to use the pencil on top of it. So I don't know if I'd recommend that. Then I'm just taking the Body Shop Vitamin E cooling stick just to prep my under eyes, because I feel when I use certain powders it can get a little bit too dry, so I'm just prepping it. Then I took the Milani, I forget what this was called, the Prime Light Primer, and I'm just putting that all over my face. If you do have pores as an issue, definitely use Maybelline's Baby Skin. It will definitely block out those pores for you. And I'm just setting my primer with the Gosh Prime and Set, and I do this because I've got quite oily skin in the summer, so if you're going to a wedding and it's going to be really hot, I would definitely recommend powdering your primer first. Then I'm just taking the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. I'm mixing that with the LA Girl white foundation because it's just a hair too dark for me. So I'm just lining up a little bit. And then I'm pressing that into my face using I think this is the Tarte Quickie sponge, but it's exactly the same shape as the Real Techniques. And to be honest, it feels exactly the same as that as well. And I'm just pressing that into my skin, almost rolling it so that it's really well absorbed and really well blended. Then instead of using a cream bronzer, I just went for the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Café, and I'm just putting that where I'd typically put bronzer, so just above the contour line, and I'm just dotting that on so it's easier to blend out. And then I'm taking the e.l.f. All Over Cover Stick in, I think this is the shade Chestnut or Mahogany. Oh no, it's in Toffee. And I'm just putting it where I would usually contour. Now I went a little bit too low, but I will be fixing that very shortly. And I just put that on my cheekbones and under my lip just to make my lips look a little bit bigger because it creates a little bit of a shadow. And as you can see, that undertone's quite good for contouring with. Unfortunately, it doesn't blend out as nicely as I would have wanted it to. So I'm just going over it with my sponge. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 20. I really like this because it's got a bit of a peachy undertone, so it corrects at the same time as concealing. I don't typically like a bright white under eye, so I won't be lightening this up, but you definitely can if you want to. And I'll be going under the contour line in a second using the Maybelline Age Rewind Instant Eye Eraser, and I'm just popping that under the contour. This is a neat trick if you want to clean up your contour if you've done what I did and go too low. And I'm just using the exact same sponge to blend it all out. And like I said, make sure you really press the product into your skin so that it's really nicely blended and it doesn't look like it's sitting on top of your skin. Plus it will last a lot longer if you do that. And I'm taking the RCMA No Color Powder to set my under eyes. You can bake with this if you want to. I again tend not to because I have a few fine lines and I don't like to emphasize them. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Master Strobe in the shade Iridescent Pink. And I'm just popping that where I would usually highlight, on top of my eyebrows, on my Cupid's bow, basically everywhere. And then I'm just, again, pressing that in using the exact same sponge, just rolling it to the other side. The cleaner side, and just pressing that into my skin. It does dry a little bit quick, so you might see that it kind of leaves a little bit of a stripe, but just keep blending and it will definitely blend into your skin. And just to set my whole face, I'm using the Warm Translucent Powder by Natural Collections. This is such a nice powder. It's quite fine and it really sets your makeup and gives you a tiny bit of coverage. Then I took the NYX Contour Palette and I took one of the warm shades. I don't know what it's called, I can't remember. I don't even think it's written in the palette, and I'm just using a stipple brush to pop the bronzer all over my face because it's so pigmented. And then just for a precise application of contour, I'm taking the slightly ashier shade in the palette, and I'm just using a BH Cosmetics Smoky Eye Brush because it's quite fluffy and quite big, just to contour my cheekbones. Then I'm adding the Milani blush in Rose d'Oro because it's got a nice coppery feel. I didn't want to go too cool tone on the cheeks, even though that would probably look nice with that pink. And then I took probably the star of the show, the sleek, what is this called? The sleek highlighter in Solstice, and I just took the 2 yellow and purple shades and just mixed them together, and I had to do a close-up because it just really popped on that Maybelline liquid highlighter. Then for wing liner, I took my Essence liquid eyeliner, which I've used in loads of tutorials before because I love it, just to get that sharp wing, and then I'm just connecting the wing end to the line that I drew on my eye. Take your time with it, and I just fill it in with the Lottie London Wing Woman felt tip liner just to get it as black as possible. I'm using the same crayon as I used earlier on with a black coal on my under my eyes, and I'm just blending that out with a brush. I'm just adding a little bit of that brown shade from the e.l.f. palette to blend it out so it's not too harsh. Then I took the Collection Glam Crystals in the shade Gold, I think, which I'll again leave in the description bar below. And I just popped that in my inner corners to brighten it up a little bit more and give it a little bit of glittery pop. Then I used the Maybelline Faux Cils Push Up Angel mascara for my lower and upper lashes, and I popped on some Primark £1 lashes, which could have been a bit more dramatic, but oh well, you can add some more if you want to. And I'm just filling in my lips with the Primark Felt Tip in Nude. This is for your lips as well, it's just a lip liner, and the Bourjois lip crayon in Pouty Pink, I think it is. So I just went for a nude look. I'm setting my face with the Refresh and Prep by New Look, and I'm just fanning that straight after I sprayed it just to dry it down. Let me know what you thought of this look. Don't forget to subscribe, click on that bell if you want to be notified for another video. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye!